Nigerians in Diaspora Commission (NIDCOM) and Voice of Nigeria (VON) have agreed to work together to counter negative narratives about Nigeria. And also, NIDCOM partners National Identity Management Commission (NIMC) for seamless NIN processing and collection for Nigerians in diaspora. NIDCOM boss calls for unity of purpose among Nigeria diaspora healthcare professionals, and National Association of Small and Medium Enterprises to engage more strategically with NIDCOM. And of course, do not forget our health tip segment with Ampa and our diaspora of the moment. This is your favorite show, The Diaspora. I am Khadija Bamali, your anchor. Please stay. Welcome back. Let's begin with NIDCOM's engagement with Voice of Nigeria, VON.
What I've been doing since I came on board is to focus on building linkages and reaching out to all stakeholders like you so that we can forcefully, deliberately, believably, truthfully, and in a consistent manner tell Nigeria and African story. As you are aware, some of the things that you have been doing, which is in line with the mission and vision of Voice of Nigeria, is to bring out Nigerians wherever they are, footballers, entertainers, and people, scientists, all Nigerians who are all over the world. You do it when you go to countries. I see a lot of interviews on the program of Diaspora on NTA. You bring out Nigerians because what people like to say about Nigeria are negative stories. When one Nigerian does something, no matter how insignificant, that is what will be amplified. But all over the world, Nigerians are giving their best to the world. That is the story that you have been bringing out. That is what we are determined to partner with you to help in telling. Because as Director General working with my team, I'm determined, especially with the effort of the President and Commander-in-Chief on his renewable agenda, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to give Nigerian the leverage as DG of Voice of Nigeria, who will continue to tell Nigeria and African story and will not be apologetic about it. We'll tell it the way it is. We are not going to lie, but we are not going to tell Nigeria's story as if we are afraid of telling it. No. We are not saying Nigeria is the best country in the world. No. But Nigeria is also not the worst country in the world. So we work with you in fighting fake news and other negative tendency, misinformation and disinformation about Nigeria and Nigerians. So wherever you find a Nigerian that is doing well, that Nigeria has Voice of Nigeria platform to help in telling his or her own story. And I think that is what we should do consistently going forward. I know that there are a lot of programs that you do. There are awards, there are events that you do every year. Please, VON should be your natural partner in doing all your events. We are very, very desirous and determined to partner with you along that line.
We have to rebrand ourselves. Nobody will do it for us but ourselves. You mention just one name, I can mention 6,000 names of Nigerians excelling anywhere in the world. And because there were so many, one of the things we did was to just come up with a book. Nigeria at 60, we just said 600. It was difficult even stopping at 600. So we hope to do it again biannually. So it's amazing, the success stories of Nigerians abroad. It is amazing. We hosted 2 WNBA legends, Lisa Leslie and our own daughter, Cheney Ogunwuke. Lisa has never been to Nigeria, and she's going back with positive stories about Nigeria. And she first thing said was, "This is beautiful, but this is not what we read about." And when we said, "You must be a Nigerian," she said, "Yes, I am, because of my work ethics. I work like a Nigerian." So these are stories we should tell about ourselves to the world. And what can do it better than Voice of Nigeria? So We hope we can partner with you, come up with maybe a totally new program that was strictly for the diaspora. The way we have with the Nigerian Television Authority. NT has a program on the diaspora. It came with the conversation. I want Voice of Nigeria to come up with a program that will specifically target Nigerians excelling abroad. Did you say it right now? And then it's also interesting that you broadcast in 8 Nigerian languages, yes. And you are thinking of adding Chinese, Indonesian. That is fantastic. I will clap for this visionary. You were general as you were introduced. I'm not surprised about that because I've worked with you a bit in the past. Thank you, DG, for visiting. We'll return and visit to you a courtesy call, and we look forward to working with you, promoting our country. Talking about the excellent Nigerians abroad and letting the world know that we are the greatest in the world. We're smart, we're brilliant, we're hardworking, we're the greatest resource that Nigeria has. And we need to promote that, project that, and work with Nigerians at home. And this is our message. Nigerians in the diaspora, work with Nigerians at home to build a country of our dreams. At the end of the day, home will always be home. Home is where you want to retire to. Home is where you still return to.
The chairman CEO, Honorable Abike Dabir Erewa, also received in audience the Director General, National Identity Management Commission, Mrs. Abisoye Koka Odushote, where Nigerians in diaspora are given assurance of getting their national identity number, NIN, timely and stress-free.
We're here to establish a working relationship with NICOM, especially with regards to the NIN enrollment services in the diaspora. We're here to also let you know that we are committed to ensuring that there's a seamless NIN registration in the diaspora, and also to make sure that Nigerians in the diaspora who have had difficulties in registering are able to register without any hitches. There's certain things that we have put in place, and one of the things we have put in place is a contactless self-assist application, which is a software for people to be able to register in the comfort of their homes in the diaspora. That is being upgraded at the moment, and that application will be out by the middle of February. So all Nigerians who live in the diaspora would be able to be assured of getting an NIN. With that said, we do recognize the pivotal role that NICOM plays in the diaspora, in managing the affairs of the diaspora, so we're going to work very closely with you. We will establish working groups between NICOM and NIPSI to ensure that anything concerning Nigeria abroad is handled with a lot of care. And the perception that people have regarding Nigerians will be changed. So we look forward to that collaboration with you, a partnership, madam. And we're very grateful that you're also forward-thinking like our commission. And so we're sure that a lot of good will come out of this collaboration.
If there's a major problem we have in the diaspora, it's like, oh, we can't get our name, we can't get our name. So with the program that I know you've come up with, I believe that should be a thing of the past. And when that is solved, half of our problems are solved in terms of complaints from the diaspora. So I'm glad you talked about a working group, which you're going to set up. And I believe that this is a major path to solving this issue of NIN in Nigeria, within Nigerians in the diaspora. And already we're happy with what the Minister of Interior is doing with the passport, but it cannot succeed without NIMSI. But we're glad about the collaboration and what NIMSI is already doing to make the issue of the digital passport a success. So we look forward to the working relationship with NIMSI, set up the working group, and we count on your assurance that Nigerians in the diaspora will be able to, from the comfort of their homes, enroll for the national identification number. It's workable, it's doable, and I know you will achieve it. So thank you very much, and we will be visiting you after this so that we can announce to the whole world what you've been able to achieve. So thank you very much for visiting. I will look forward to a great collaboration.
The need for Nigerian medical professionals to unite, make huge impact, and change the narratives of healthcare tourism have been reiterated. NITCOM boss stated at Healthcare Summit in Lagos.
I've been a champion and advocate of telling Nigerians that yes, our people are leaving, but we have a lot more that are coming to set up hospitals and clinics in Nigeria. And I've been disturbing Dr. Pate on a program we should have for all the medical practitioners in the diaspora we can all come together, just as you have come together to make a great impact and change the narrative of healthcare tourism in Nigeria. And guess who will begin that? The women. So I want to urge everyone, whether in this room, whether just watching by Zoom, as this story gets out, to support this network, because this is a very powerful network. It will make a whole lot of difference. And when women get together, as you have gotten together, I believe you'll be a force for good. So, and I also want to encourage you, I've been talking to Dr. Simi, I think we should have a lot more data. How many of you are doing what you're doing? How many have even returned home to contribute back? When you put this into Naira and Kobo, it's huge, it's powerful, and it's making significant difference in the healthcare sector in Nigeria. For the Diaspora Commission, we're hoping that we can resuscitate what we call the Diaspora Professional Healthcare Initiative, where all our doctors, medical practitioners can come together and decide, on making an impact collectively. It's done individually, medical missions and all that, but collectively, as you have done, if we pull resources together, we can make a whole lot of difference.
This walk that you're walking, even though it was known as the point of no return, we see it now as the joy of return.
The spirit of Africa could not be broken by the transatlantic slave trade. You cannot move the spirit. And the divine force, the spirit of Africa, has brought us back today.
Welcome to home.
Welcome back. The National Association of Small and Medium Enterprises has taken a proactive step towards enhancing collaboration with the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission to promote the sector. They were in NITCOM for synergy. Secretary to the commission received them on behalf of Chairman CEO, NITCOM.
Lastly, it gets to collaborate with these esteemed institutions on how to continue to support the MSMEs in Nigeria, partnering with our MSMEs our Nigerian MSMEs in diaspora to see areas of collaboration, working together, and also serve as one of the critical stakeholders for all your events. Our prayers as follows. That's may also observe that over the years, the various strides attempted by the Diaspora Commission in supporting the various initiatives for the attainment of the mandate. Thus, me as a PMO is interested in strategic collaboration with the Diaspora Commission for the development of MSME sector in particular and the Nigerian economy in general. We rely on the Commission to facilitate the linkage of NASP with the Nigerians in diaspora in order to attract their support, and also looking to having NASP in diaspora so that we can provide services and products to our Nigerians in diaspora, and also we can send them their own products and services to be patronized by our members and other embassies in the country.
The quality of our diaspora is also important. Anywhere you find a Nigerian, he will excel. In America today, Nigerians are the most educated migrant community in America. In terms of PhDs, in terms of master's degree, is it medical doctors, is it engineers, and you can go on and on. Is it sports, is it in entertainment, is it in cuisine, in terms of food? Nigerians are excelling and being the best. So the government took an intentional and deliberate policy to say, look, we cannot ignore the Nigerian diaspora. Diaspora are into all kinds of investments in Nigeria, whether it's in education, in the health sector, in agriculture, in so many MSMEs, and I'm happy this is the purview of NASME, and so we welcome you with open hands. Now, since the establishment of the commission, we've also had to sit down and look at what is the meaning of engagement, because if you say you are engaging with the diaspora, you must also define the word engagement. Because if you do not defend it, you will end up flying into a storm. Because there are reasons why people go to in the diaspora. Some, like I said, went through education route. They went to school. After finishing school, they settled there. Some left because they wanted greener pastures. So we are here working to create brand Nigeria globally. And like I told you, there are Nigerians who are doing very, very well in education, in health, in agriculture, in sports, in music, even our cuisine. And very recently, even our dressing, fashion is becoming an identity brand for Nigeria out there.
Up next, our health tip segment with Ampa.
Today I'd like to talk a little bit about high blood pressure. High blood pressure, which is elevated blood pressure, is something that is a very common chronic illness that affects a lot of people. When you say your blood pressure is elevated, it could be episodic or long-standing. And long-standing would be a blood pressure greater than 140/90 that is documented at your medical evaluation for more than 3 episodes. When your blood pressure is elevated, it could be from a number of associated illnesses, but the commonest one that affects people is called essential hypertension. And this is hypertension that occurs that is a chronically elevated blood pressure in the absence of any other predisposing reasons or diseases. And it requires ongoing care and intervention. Some of the things that help to address high blood pressure are the need for lifestyle modification. That includes drinking plenty of fluids, avoiding salt, losing weight, having your weight be closer to what is expected, which is based on your height, but everyone could do to lose a little bit of weight, and trying to be active and exercising so that your blood vessels are pumping blood regularly to your different organs and is associated with lowering your blood pressure.
And now to our diaspora of the moment with Deborah Anelichi. presenting.
Ijoma Uchebu is a professor of pharmaceutical nanoscience. She was raised in southeast Nigeria and Hackney. She completed her pharmacy studies at the University of Benin in 1981 before attending the University of Lagos to obtain her master's degree. Because of infrastructure issues, she was unable to finish her doctorate in Nigeria. After returning to the UK, she studied postgraduate work at the University of London, earning a PhD in 1997. Alexander Sandy Florence, the Dean of the School of Pharmacy, supervised her dissertation from 2002 to 2004. She worked as a lecturer at the University of Strathclyde. Professor Uchebu is currently a professor of pharmaceutical neuroscience at the University College London. She was recently appointed as the 7th president of Wolfson College, University of Cambridge. Her appointment brings a fresh perspective and a wealth of knowledge that will undoubtedly contribute to the growth and development of both the college and its students. Her work has won her numerous awards, fellowships, and accolades, and she holds positions on several academic boards and councils, including the Wellcome Trust and the Academy of Medical Sciences. And she is an honorary fellow of the Royal Society of Chemistry. She has also played a leading role during her time at UCL as Pro-Vice Provost for Africa and the Middle East, in forging new research partnerships in those regions, and as UCL's Provost Envoy for Race Equality, steering the organization's race equality agenda. Congratulations, Professor Uchebu. We celebrate you as our diaspora of the moment.
That has been the Diaspora this week. Stick around next week for more. I remain Khadija Gomel. Stay positive.